Who are you outside of running?
Outside of running, I'm a husband, I'm a cat dad, I'm an entrepreneur, and someone that just likes to travel and explore life through adventure.
I'm Christian Johnson, and this is Project 5077.
31-year-old Madeira man in November is attempting to break a Guinness World Record.
Story we first brought you in Good Sports, a Madeira native attempted to set a world record by running a 50K in 7 continents in 7 straight days. All of it to raise awareness for Parkinson's, a disease his grandfather is currently fighting. Christian Johnson.
So running to me is a mix of so many different emotions, and just I take away so much from it. For me, it's almost like a state of meditation. I know a lot of people get the runner's high, but for me, I could just lock in and really think about life and, you know, really anything. And to me, it's a challenge. Every single day when I run, it's a challenge, and I strive to push myself further and further. This project is perfect for right now because I didn't know exactly what this would end up turning into be. And what it's turned into be is raising awareness for Parkinson's. And my grandpa, one of my biggest supporters in my life, has been fighting Parkinson's for the past 4 years. And that's the #1 goal of this whole project.
So the idea originated from actually the Great World Race, the company that I ended up doing the project with. I had seen some ads on Instagram back in 2024, and I thought, wow, that's a really cool idea. You get to run on every continent in 7 days, and I wanted to do something a little further. So started doing research on Guinness, and come to find out there had been no male that had run an ultramarathon on every continent in 7 consecutive days. So that's how that whole premise of the project came together. And then basically it turned into, okay, I'm gonna do this for something good versus just doing it for a Guinness World Record. And I decided that I want to do it to raise awareness for Parkinson's and partner up with a Parkinson's nonprofit, Michael J. Fox Foundation, to raise money for their research and everything good that they're doing. My grandpa is just an incredible human being. Throughout my life, he's been one of my biggest supporters. He's always been there for me. He's an entrepreneur himself. That the man has built hundreds of houses throughout his life and started when he was 18 years old and somehow figured it out after he dropped out of college. And I mean, just knowing his story and how he built himself as a man has always inspired me, and he's taught me how to be a man and how to be an entrepreneur and how to believe in yourself and you know, do what you love in this life. And that's truly been such an inspiration to me throughout my life.
I think with his grandfather having Parkinson's and it being the main purpose for Project 5077, for me, support-wise, was just, I think it was the emotional battle for him, is how can I support you with, you know, for him, with it being about Parkinson's and not knowing a lot, I think it actually impacted him more of like, how can I research this? How can I support my grandfather more? What is out there research-wise? And so as he was kind of gravitating towards other foundations, he ended up with Michael J. Fox. He was learning that Parkinson's is actually a lot more widespread than he actually thought, and how is impactful. So it was just about meeting with people, but also trying to figure out ways to help his grandfather and support that, to be honest.
What was your reaction when Christian first told you about Project 5077?
I said, you're doing what? Are you kidding me? Why would you do something like that, you know? My name is David Brown, and I'm Christian's grandpa. Oh, well, there's a lot of mixed emotions, I guess, with that, because, you know, I was proud of him including me in this, because, you know, lets me know, you know, how he feels about everything. And that means a lot, so. Anyway, but at the same time, I keep thinking when he was just a little baby and I was holding him and all that kind of stuff, you know. But yeah, he's always been has determination to do things, and most of the time he gets them done if he wants to do it. But no, I was very touched by the whole thing, But at the same time, I thought he was kind of nuts.
You know, I think when someone's doing a project like this, or something big that has never been achieved, or maybe has but is trying to do it faster or better, no one sees the doubt. And I think that's something that he really had to overcome. There's a lot of times of, you know, is this big enough? Is this worth it? You know, is this even something people care about? And so for a long time, I think he kind of struggled with who cares, you know, or who knows. And I think he really had to find some self-belief and some confidence of he just needs to do something that is meaningful to him. And I think Project 5077 was along those lines, and that's why he ended up doing it.
The first day, I barely slept overnight. I think I was just, you know, had the nervous jitters. It's like, hey, this project is finally happening. We're here, it's day one. The first day we're going out to put down a 50K, don't know how it's gonna go. And get up, get everything on. David gets all his camera gear together. And we walk down the road like quarter mile to meet up in front of this hotel that's out by the water in Cape Town.
Day one, we're supposed to be in Antarctica, but we're starting with Cape Town, which is kind of nice because we're already here. Just get it out of the way. So we're walking over to the Winchester Hotel right now, which is right across from the promenade right here. We're going to be running back and forth for the next 5 hours or so, and we're going to meet up with everybody else with the Great World Race and get going in about 45 minutes or so.
In Cape Town, we basically ran a very tight loop, and I think I ended up having to do right around like 8.5 or 9 laps that day. But it was really nice. We ran right along the water, and then when we came back, it was along the road. But it was, like I said, it was a super tight loop, so you're following the water line the whole time. You see the whole city line, super beautiful. The tricky part is the path we were on is open to the public, so everybody was out that day. You're having to literally run like this across the path to dodge people, but you know, added to the fun. And the first day, I ran basically the whole thing with now a great friend of mine, Sully, and Sully and I had connected on Instagram before. You know, we got out there, and we actually have some mutual friends, and super excited to meet each other, and we like connected super well the first day, and we ended up running a bunch of all the runs together, but the first day we stuck together the entire time. So he finished his marathon, and I kept going to finish the 50K. Crossing the finish line at Cape Town, I was like, man, it's like day one's done. Let's get some food, let's hang out, and get ready to fly out to Antarctica.
Thank you. There you go. Cape Town, day one.
Gotta run another one in about 12 hours. And it looks like we're still on schedule for Antarctica. And we'll fly out of here around 7 this evening. It's 11:40 right now. We're running just after midnight tonight. But toes look pretty good. No blistering, so that's a positive. But yeah, recap on the run. Feel good. Like I said earlier, a little faster than I should have ran it, but hey, if you feel good, might as well kick some ass and run hard and recover fast after, at least try to.
Flying over to Antarctica, we had about a 5-hour flight. And as we got closer, I remember looking out the window, and we looked down and you just see all these chunks of ice out in the water, and we're both like, wow, this is surreal, this is crazy. Like coming into one of the few places in the world that, you know, hardly anybody goes to. So as we're flying in, it just turns a solid white, and you can't even really tell what you're looking at. It's just so bright white. And then start coming down, and all of a sudden it's like, boom, hit this ice runway, the plane's kind of bouncing up and down. When I was walking down, I was like, damn, this place is crazy. Like, it is solid white. We're on ice, but the second I came off the steps and stepped onto ice, I was just like, wow, this is surreal. Like, I just made it to Antarctica. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, the sun's up, and get everything kind of set up in the tents out there, grab what we need, and they're like, hey, we gotta go, like, get to the start line. We only have 8 hours in Antarctica before the plane has to take off and go back. And I was like, man, this is gonna be an experience running a 50K out here. So the hard part about running in weather that cold is managing your sweat. Make sure you're not sweating too much because your sweat's gonna freeze and that can give you hypothermia, and trying to manage fuel intake and water intake. Running on the groomed snow wasn't bad. You know, it was nice, soft surface to run on, so not a lot of impact on the joints, so that felt fine. Some spots were a little soft, but yeah, it was like a perfect running surface to run on, to be honest.
There we go, baby. Sun's coming up. It's cold. It's really cold and it's windy. Just having my gloves off for about a minute. Just had my liners on to start my watches. My fingers froze. They're finally unthawing. But yeah, this is nuts.
Yeah, crossing the finish line, man. By that point, the sun was up just a little higher over the horizon. It had warmed up a little bit, surprisingly. It was still negative temperatures, but it felt warmer. And yeah, I mean, crossing it was just like, wow, I've just ran over 30 miles on the ice and snow in Antarctica, at the bottom of the world. Like, this is crazy. There's only a few people that have ever run this far here.
Hey, well done, Chris. Antarctica, day 2, we're done.
On our way over to Australia, everybody got fueled up really well, had some time to recover, to sleep, and get cleaned up a little bit if you wanted to. We land in Australia and go through the airport, get all our stuff together. We take a bus out to this really cool area that was along this river. It was this little running path that was in front of one of their famous rugby stadiums, this really cool bridge, and it was kind of like this clubhouse where we staged all of our bags and had a bunch of food and stuff set up. They had showers, bathrooms. So we got everything set up, everybody got situated, and then headed over to the start line. Super warm day. So like I said, we went from negative 20-something degrees to 95 degrees. So huge swing in weather.
Let's go, boys. Let's go, boys.
So that course was about 11 and a half laps for me. It was hot the whole time. It was literally over 90 degrees the whole time. So thankfully the race crew had buckets like of ice water set up so you can run up and just dunk yourself in them.
Rock and roll, baby. You alright, son? Yeah. Yeah. Good. You want ice in the hat? You sure?
Woo!
That was good. Let's go.
Cool.
All right, man.
Stay in touch.
Yeah.
I'll text you when I get to Abu.
Yeah.
But dude, keep crushing it. Stay cool.
Yeah.
Make sure you're taking a lot of salt in.
Yeah.
Drinking a lot of water.
Yeah, I'm solid.
You know what to do.
So, you know, kept running, and towards the end of that run, there was a gentleman who basically guided me out on my last lap on a bike, and my last lap had to extend a little bit on the final turnaround, so he took me out, I followed him.
Into the 50K right here, boys and girls. Got my cyclist I'm following, he's taking me a little past the turnaround point. I go back and I'm done. Almost there, about half a mile. Australia, day 3, baby. That was tough, but it's not tougher than Parkinson's. That's why we're here. Let's go. Thank you.
And one of the moments that stuck with me after I finished was a gentleman that guided me out on the bike at the end came up to me and he said, "Hey, I heard you're doing this for Parkinson's." And I said, "Yeah." And he told me a story about his wife, and his wife had been fighting Parkinson's for over a decade, and she had actually just passed away about a year prior. And he was emotional about it, and he said, "Thank you for doing what you're doing. Parkinson's is just a shitty disease, and he experienced it firsthand with his wife. So it was a really touching moment to know that, like, hey, this is a disease that impacts people worldwide, and just it happens to be that the guy that's guiding me out on my final lap has, it hit home very, very hard. So that was kind of one of those surreal moments where it's like, hey, maybe what I'm doing is making a small impact somehow. And as we're waiting for our flight over to Abu Dhabi, I get a text from my aunt, and one of her relatives, Juanita Belmontes, whose name was on the back of my shirt, had just passed away. And it's like 1 a.m. our time in Australia, and that kind of hit me hard, because it was one of those surreal moments where I'm like, wow, like this is just crazy news to get out of nowhere. You don't think within the 15 names that are on the back of my shirt that one of those people that's currently alive is going to pass away during this journey. So that gave me a lot of fuel for the following day, running over in Abu Dhabi. So we get on the flight, we get settled on the plane, and crash out. Get my Normatec boots on, crash out, get some rest, some much needed rest after a long run in the heat that day, and land in Abu Dhabi. Get off the plane. We head over to the city and check into a hotel where we were going to be at. Get all ready for the run. Walk across the street over to the path that we're going to run on, and it's right along the water. You got the whole city line that we're looking at. The path we're running on is all this different colored brick, and just really, really beautiful. The Middle East is such a unique and beautiful place. So we walk over to the start line, get set up, and we get started. As I'm running, I'm feeling a little beat up, to be honest, and I just kept thinking about the bigger picture. I had a lot of extra motivation this day with the passing of Juanita, and David's out there kind of keeping me positive. He's chasing me around on a Lime scooter, filming me, and day goes by quick. All of a sudden, before I know it, it's over, and I cross that finish line, and the Great World Race film crew comes up, and they're filming me, and they're asking me, like, hey Christian, you ran another solid day. Like, how are you doing this? Like, how are you feeling so good? What was your motivation today?
Yeah, we lost somebody on the back of my shirt yesterday to Parkinson, so that's some extra fire in my soul.
I just tell us a bit about the cause and what it's doing, and I guess where people can find it if they want to donate.
Yeah, so Michael J. Fox Foundation. My grandpa has Parkinson, so I'm doing this in his honor, and everybody back of my shirt. A lot of those are personal, and we lost one of them yesterday, unfortunately. So I'm just trying to bring awareness to Parkinson's, and yeah, I didn't plan to run that fast today, but there's something in there for sure.
So we land in Portugal, morning time, get through the airport, and get on all the buses. They take us about 30-40 minutes over to the small town of Algarve, Portugal. Then we pull into this town, and then there's people everywhere. They had like this whole start-finish line set up. The news was there, and just all kinds of people. Like, it was like a party. They were super excited to have us there. So we get set up, and we all kind of set our bags up at this little gelato shop and get everything together. They do a whole ceremony before we start, and we take off. Weather-wise, Algarve was perfect running weather. I believe we were in the high 60s, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful run day. Everybody out there was super supportive. It's like the whole community came together for this day just to be there to support us. And as we're running along, I see all these kids start walking out to the sidewalk, and there's like 50 kids that end up on the sidewalk. And as we're running by, they're cheering us on, and then all of a sudden all the kids are putting their hands out to high-five me. So I'm running by and I'm high-fiving them.
It's mile 20 here in Portugal. Just had a bunch of the school kids out here high-fiving us as we ran through for a few laps. Super awesome. But this place is so much different than home. Super excited to be here.
And that was like one of those surreal life moments where it's like, hey, you know, running takes you places and gives you cool experiences. So keep running and finish up another strong day. And right when I finished, the news station I was out there, they actually interviewed me.
I got a lot of fire in my soul to keep moving, so no matter how bad it hurts, we're gonna keep going.
And for such a noble case.
Yeah, charitable case, raising money for Michael J. Fox Foundation. So yeah, bringing awareness to Parkinson's. That's the #1 goal with this.
Thanks so much, Christian.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah, a nice race.
Christian, let's see the medal. Look at that. We get to the airport, get on the plane, and we head over to Cartagena, Colombia. So what we did was we got checked into a hotel room that day and changed, and then we had to basically take the buses over to where we were starting the run, which was a couple miles down the road. So we started the run at like 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, which was perfect.
Day 6, Cartagena. 3:42 a.m. About to start.
We were on this well-lit, really beautiful path right along the water, feeling really good. You know, not super exhausted from the day before, just you know, cruising, settling into a good pace, and you know, got to watch the sun come up over the ocean. We were right along just this beautiful city line, all these super tall hotels. So you look out in the distance, it's just these tall buildings, and you know, look over to one side, and it's just the ocean. And really, really cool scenery, really unique, because the part of Cartagena we were on was like this little sliver of land. Cartagena was another solid day of running, keeping just a consistent pace throughout this whole week, and I felt really good at Cartagena. So I come through, across the finish line, and they had an ice water bucket set up, and I got inside of it. Like, I couldn't fit all the way in it, but I sat inside of it just to cool down because it's so freaking humid and hot by that point. And you know, David and I, we kind of hung out at the finish line. Sully came through and finished, so we were chatting up a little bit, and we grab basically an Uber or taxi back over to the hotel, and then we fly out to Miami. I slept probably 2 or 3 hours max, and right before I started, like, I was literally standing on the start line, and my whole family walks up, and they're all wearing their black Project 5077 shirts. They all, you know, look emotional. Everyone's got tears in their eyes, so I walk up and hug everybody, and I'm just thinking, I just got to start this thing. 'Cause if I stand here, I'm gonna start crying. You know, it's so exciting to see them and see my grandpa. And so I got to the start line, and I was like, okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1, boom. Let's go, Christian.
And I decided to start an hour early so I could guarantee that world record. This is the final 50K. It is time to freaking run as hard as I can. So I take off, I start running. There's some other people running that path that morning who start running alongside me, and they're like, hey, I heard you're doing 50Ks, like, that's so crazy, and you're doing a Guinness World Record. And my buddy Elliot is running with me for a little bit. So I'm just running hard, and then the rest of the Great World Race group gets out there. They get ready on the start line. So I'm about 9 miles in by the time that they start. and they get going, which was super nice to see them. You know, we're running by each other. Everyone's like, hey, good job, good job. Everyone's running hard. It's the final day.
How do you feel about doing a quick interview? Not kidding. Dude, you're crushing it.
Yeah, halfway.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Feeling good, man.
Good, man. Keep it up.
Yeah, we got this.
Keep it up.
I'm his brother, Ethan. Here with my family. He's doing the Project 5077. It's been about a year in the process, and it's been awesome. Just seeing him training, literally like every day. He's just been running, you know, working out, doing different exercises, and it's just inspiring to see for a great cause for Parkinson's disease. Our grandpa, he has the disease, so this is for him, and all the donations and everything going to Michael J. Fox. Just as a brother, it's just been awesome to see. Really inspiring. He's got me into running as well.
And there were so many people out there at the finish line and along the path that day. You know, family members of everybody else that's out there running. People just out there to support. Just so many people cheering everybody on, holding up signs, giving you high fives. So the energy was just incredible that day. It was just like unlike anything I've ever experienced. And every time I run by and just see my grandpa, it's like more emotions and just all this build up inside. And I keep picturing the finish of this.
When we were in Miami and I was waiting for him to cross the finish line, that's got to be the highlight of the whole trip right there, because I didn't know what was going to happen next. Then when Christian stopped, he's coming around his last lap and he stops, comes and gets me, then I knew what was going on.
God, this moment always gets me. Grab his arm and we crossed together, and it's like one of the most beautiful moments I've ever experienced. Man, I didn't think that would give me that much.
Take your time, take your time.
Let's go! Yeah! Aww.
This is this guy right here. Doing this for Parkinson's awareness, first and foremost. We set a Guinness World Record. We did it.
Tell us exactly what that Guinness World Record is.
Fastest time to run an ultramarathon distance on every continent, and just did it.
And we talked to you earlier, but just a word on Christian, what he's doing, and to be here to see him achieve it. What do you think?
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I've learned so much.
Very proud.
And to get ready for this race, he puts 125% into everything he does. And I'm just totally overwhelmed. I don't know what to say. I'm so proud of him. I can't even talk, but I'm so proud of him.
I had such a fire in me the whole time that every day I thought it was going to get worse, and I'd take off running and it got easier. So I don't know.
There's people watching, there's tons of comments coming in here. People are so moved by the story. If anyone wants to get involved, if they want to donate, where should they go to find out more and perhaps donate?
Yeah, on my Instagram at Christian Brown Johnson. In my link tree, there's a link for Michael J. Fox Foundation. It's the first link on the link tree. You can donate there if you want to help. Yeah, that's about it.
A very special moment. It's a very special achievement. You're a very special family. To both of you, congrats. Enjoy the celebrations. Amazing effort out there all week.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys. It's been incredible.
How'd you get taller than me?
Amazing effort.
Thank
we'll
you.
let them enjoy it.
Thank
Christian Brown Johnson. History at the Great World Race. A Guinness World Record. 50k ultramarathon on every continent.
Let's go. We did it.
Just 7 days. And
It was one of those moments where you picture it so perfectly over and over, and it just all came together. Man, I did not expect that one. Yeah, when you take on a project that means something so much more than yourself, it's a feeling I can't describe. A lot of people have asked me how I felt throughout the project and running every day, and I still to this day can't properly describe it, because I felt so good. It was a feeling I've never experienced in my life. Just knowing that in the back of my mind there was something so much bigger than myself that I was doing this for, and no matter what I was going through day by day, whatever pains I had, whatever soreness I had, dehydration, lack of food, lack of sleep, all this crazy travel, I had this fire in my soul that pushed me through everything. And like I said, nothing like I've ever experienced in my life. So to anybody that's ever out there doing a project like this, or going through a race or through something so extreme, and you have something bigger than yourself that you can think about or that you're doing it for, it will drive you like you've never been driven before.